Like there's these prophecies, y'all, about survivors that they're going to come out in the last days, and they are literally to be the witnesses to the nations. Like you were born to go and share your testimony to the nations. It's literally what you're here for. If you've survived, I know a lot of them didn't. Like I know a lot of brothers and sisters that died. I know lots of them just gave up. I know they quit. I would have. I wanted to die so much. I wanted to die. But you know what? I was preserved. And if you're alive and you're hearing this today, I don't care if you're 80 years old or you're 8 years old, like you have to be willing to lay your life down and speak the truth. Speak the truth no matter what it costs you, because in a society of deception, the telling the truth is a truly dangerous thing. But that's awesome. We should be excited to step into danger. We should be eager to embrace dangerous situations, because you know what? It's more dangerous for you to get in the car and drive to the store than it is for you to speak the truth. It is inherently, statistically. They can't kill us all, y'all. There's tens of millions of us, and there's more every single day. But you know what's so beautiful is we outnumber them on such an impossibly high numerical order that they are terrified of us every single day of their life. There's a reason that kings go to sleep and tremble, because you know what? The Father can send a dream to Pharaoh in a night, or Nebuchadnezzar in a night, or Nimrod in a night that dismantles them completely. And he does that all the time. He will send them dreams and visions of their destruction. And you know what? It's inevitable. It's unstoppable, because the word of Yahweh can never be broken. And so when he sends these judgments against them, they know the day of Yahweh is unavoidable. And they're going to try to see the mountains themselves to cover them. They're trying to bury themselves in and insulate themselves from the impending doom. They're living in bondage. And so if you stand there as a witness, as the person who goes about in sheep's clothing, as a deranged idiot in the woods, your confidence in your convictions is so compelling to people that you know what? They can't fight against it, because they have no confidence to stand on. They don't have any sure footing. They are living in mire and muck that is so deep that they are like quadriplegics trying to climb their way to the top of a mountain, and they're using nothing but their lying lips to get themselves there. But you know what? When you have the firm foundations of the living words of truth building you up from the inside, it makes you so terrifying to the people who are the tormentors of men and women and children that they flee at your presence. I got to see and witness what can happen in that moment of when ultimate evil confronts truth. And you know what? Evil always flees. Evil always flees. It says, humble yourselves, therefore, before the mighty face of Yahweh, and like resist the devil, and he will flee from you. And I got to see that. I got to see what it's like to see the devil flee at the presence of truth. Like, yeah, Yeshua has this ultimate showdown after 40 days of fasting, totally exhausted and hungry. They're like, and he was hungry after 40 days. I'm like, the greatest understatement in the entire Bible. And he's like, just turn these stones to bread and you can eat some of it. And he's all like rebuking him with the word, like short, synoptic, just precise Cliff Notes versions of Deuteronomy, of the Torah, and like the scripture. You're like, dude was just assassinating him. And he fled. It literally says he fled from him, looking for a more opportune time. And the reason he's like this is because he's compared to a lion, y'all. And I've been studying lions my whole life. I love them. My life dream is to wrestle lions. I love it. I go into their caves and dens. I want to get my hands on lions. They're the embodiment of these adversaries and these incredible creatures and these royalty that we see. But like, there's a reason a lion, like mountain lions in particular, when they ambush things, they jump on their backs, they go for the throat, they try to kill them and pierce their skull, because they can't fight. A lion can't actually really fight with you. You may think it can't, but it really can't, because they're cats, and if their bones are fragile and light, and they can break very easily. And if they're injured, they're going to die. They will not be able to feed themselves, and so they flee. Once they realize that their target is actually putting up the fight, they flee as fast as they can. And that is the reality of our adversaries, y'all. Once you actually get engaged in combat with them, once you fully stand up and refuse to lie down, refuse, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Azariah, Mishael, and Hananiah, like they refuse to bow at the sovereign's command. They're like, everybody in the whole world's bowing down to this great statue of Nebuchadnezzar. And then you got these three dudes just standing there, and they're like, what the heck? Dang it, kill him. And then they're like, Hey, you don't have the power of fire. You guys think just because you can light a match and put some pitch in a fire pit that you can kill us. They're like, Yahweh is sovereign over the fires. He surely can deliver us. And even if he doesn't, he's still the sovereign. And it's like they were thrown into the fire so that everyone in the world could see the Son of Righteousness in the flames. Like I was thrown into the fire so that the rest of the world could see the Son of Righteousness amidst my consuming destruction. You know, you guys, some of you think because you lived, like you have, you're just worthless now. Like you think your identity got destroyed, but you don't understand the fires that you survived, y'all, have refined you and made you for they've hardened you like a knife, y'all. Like a knife has a very sharp edge only so much as how hard it is. Like if this knife and I go to use it, the more I use it, the edge is going to get duller and duller and duller. But if I harden it, if I heat treat it to very specific temperatures for very specific amounts of times and cool it in a very specific fashion, if I do that in the right order, this thing will endure the testing of use. It endures that, right? You, by going through these situations and these experiences throughout your life, it has hardened you. It has forged you for a purpose. And you know what? That's why they fear us. That's